What the hell? You guys couldn't even hear me this entire time. Really? What's up, everybody? Anyways, we are going to be waiting. Yeah, I know that now, Michael. I'm so fucking dumb. I literally, I was like, wait a minute. Why can't I hear myself through my headset? And then I looked over and realized the light was blinking and I had it on mute. Anyways, what's up, everybody? We're going to be doing the last mock draft of the year, mock draft 4.0. This one is going to be a 2-round mock draft, and we're going to be picking for all 31 leading into 32 teams. I'm pretty sure every team has a pick in the second round. Anyways, we're going to be waiting till we hit 5 minutes so that way people can come in, whoever wants to watch. And if anyone wants to join me, feel free to. Right there is the link. All right, guys, is everything working well? Because on my end, it's showing that the Wi-Fi keeps on coming in and out, and it's being a piece of shit. So let me know if I'm lagging at all. In and out, in and out. Okay, it seemed to be working fine. At least I tried to let you know. Yeah, no. Thanks, Michael, for letting me know. Honestly, yeah, I literally noticed it like 2 seconds right before you wrote that comment. I was like, wait a second, why can't I hear myself through the headset? And then I realized, oh fuck, I have myself on mute. And then that's when you wrote your mic is muted. All right. Anyways, what's up to the two people in the chat? How's everybody doing? All right, we're going to be sharing the screen here. Windows, share screen. All right, there we go. We're going to be sharing the screen, and I'm going to pull up comments on my phone now. All right, so we're going to be doing all 31 teams in the first round and all 32 teams in the second round. We're doing a 2-rounded mock draft here today. Let's go ahead and get this started. Start draft. All right, so I've been hearing a lot of rumors. At first, I thought it was going to be CJ Stroud that was going to go to Carolina, but as of now, I've heard so many rumors that it's going to be Bryce Young that I can't shake it. So I'm going Bryce Young, 1 to Carolina. All right, 2. The Houston Texans need a quarterback, but they said that if Bryce Young's not there, they're not taking one. So this is where we shake up the draft a little bit. I got Will Anderson Jr. going to the Houston Texans at 2. Jalen Carter is going to go 3rd overall to the Arizona Cardinals. This is where things get interesting because they only interviewed Will Levis, but CJ Stroud is still there on the board. But I got them taking Will Levis. I really do. I got them taking Will Levis. All right. And then the Seattle Seahawks is going to have their option at quarterback as well. And I got them taking Anthony Richardson. Let's go Anthony Richardson here. Detroit could go quarterback, but are they wanting a quarterback is the question. I'm going to say no. Their actual number one need is a wide receiver, but is there any wide receivers worthy of taking at this stage? I don't think so. So I'm going to say they go to the next best thing that they need here, which is a cornerback, and they take Devon Witherspoon. CJ Stroud is going to fall all the way down to number 7 to the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 8 is the Atlanta Falcons, and they are going to go Quentin Johnson here, wide receiver out of TCU. The Bears are at 9. They need a tackle. They need a center. They need a defensive lineman. They need a cornerback. They need multiple things. But the one thing they definitely do need is a tackle because they, man, uh, uh, Justin Fields was out there running for his life 90% of the time last year. So they're going to take Peter, however the hell you say his last name, from Northwestern, the tackle from there. All right, number 10, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the board. And I could see Philadelphia going multiple ways here. Oh, okay. All right. I could actually see them going multiple ways here. I don't understand why it says that they need a wide receiver. I don't know why the hell it says that they need a wide receiver here when they already have one, or they already have two to be exact. Okay, so I'm gonna go that they need a cornerback here, and I'm gonna go and give them Christian Gonzalez, which is, in my opinion, the best cornerback out of this class. I mean, guys, if you disagree with that, go watch tape on this man. He is a beast. Devon Weatherspoon right here is a beast as well. But I don't know. I like Christian Gonzalez a lot, man. All right, number 11, the Tennessee Titans. A lot of people have been rumoring that they could go wide receiver. They could go quarterback. They need one, but I don't have them going quarterback. I got them taking the best wide receiver off the board in Jetson Smith and Nigba, and that's gonna fuck everything up for New England. Love it too, Mom. All right, number 12 is the Houston Texans. They already fucked up their whole draft by not taking a quarterback. They took Will Anderson Jr. and they're gonna go wide receiver here as well. And actually, you know what? They're not gonna go wide receiver here. Let's see. What did they need? They need a quarterback, a wide receiver, a center, and a DL. You know what? They are going to go wide receiver here. And they're going to take. Actually, they'll probably go defensive lineman here and take another edge rusher. I don't see them taking a wide receiver at 12. I feel like that's too early. So they take two edges and they're rebuilding their whole entire defense. All right, so here we go. So now on to the Jets. They need a tackle on a linebacker. They also need a cornerback. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm giving the Jets Joey Porter Jr. I really like this man as well. A really good defensive cornerback player out of Penn State. He has shown me a lot. Hey, yo, what's up, Bills Mafia? What the hell did you just eat, bro? All right, New England's here, and they will take Zay Flowers, a wide receiver out of Boston College. All right. Jordan Addison is going to go here to the Green Bay Packers. So back-to-back wide receivers off the board there. Number 16 is the Washington Commanders. It says that they need a quarterback, but I don't think they're going to take one there. They also need a guard, a center, and a linebacker as well. No, I'm good. I'm good, Mom. All right. I got them taking Lucas Van Ness from the edge from Iowa. I don't care. I don't care. Hold on, guys. All right, so I got the Washington Commanders taking Lucas Van Ness out, edge rusher out of Iowa, and I think this is going to help them out a lot. They already have enough. I mean, that pick could have been better now that I'm thinking about it because they already have enough edge rushers as is. But I mean, yeah, that still is pretty good there. Son of a bitch. I remember who I was gonna give the Philadelphia Eagles now, brah. Do we want to restart this whole draft over? You know what? We're doing it. All right, we're restarting this draft. Hang on, let me view all the shit that I already got here. Okay, entered it there. Come back in. Okay, I made a mistake, guys. I remember who I wanted to give the Philadelphia Eagles now, so we're just gonna run through this real quick. They take Will Anderson Jr. They take Jalen Carter. They take Will Levis. They take Anthony Richardson, Devon Witherspoon, CJ Stroud. Right there. They take him. Okay, here we are. So we're on to Philadelphia now. And call me crazy, but they're going to do it. Somebody else did this in their mock draft. I've seen it, and I said, let me think about that. That's actually a really, really interesting pick. At number 10, the Philadelphia Eagles is going to take Benji Robertson, running back out of Texas. How about that, guys? How are we feeling about that pick? Let me know. How are we feeling about that pick? Jetson Smith and Nick goes here. You know what? We're going wide receiver here for them. All right, so we're going to give I don't know, man. I just don't see them going that route. Okay, you know what? We're giving them Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, we'll give them Christian Gonzalez. So yeah. Okay, is there any good linebackers on the board here? And so no, not really. Okay, so for the New York Jets now, we are going to give them Tyron Wilson, which is a really good edge rusher, and I feel like that could help out a lot. Could help out the New York Jets a lot there. Zay Flowers there. Jordan Addison there. All right. All right, what should I do here for Washington? You know what? I'm giving Washington Brian Branch. I don't know who the Washington safeties are. And man, if you guys haven't already, go watch tape on Brian Branch. This man is a beast. He lives on the in and outside zones. All right, so number 17, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on here. They need to tackle, a linebacker, and a DB. Okay, I could see them going Joey Porter Jr. here, but I also could see them going Paris Johnson Jr. And I'm going to take Paris Johnson Jr., man. Paris Johnson Jr. is he's actually a really, really good he's a pretty good tackle. If you just watch some of the tape on him, there was a couple of times that he got beat. He had to shove people on the ground and get flags because he got beat and shit out there. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, number 18 now for the Detroit Lions. They took With the 6th overall pick, they took Devon Weatherspoon, and now I say they're going to come back, take a wide receiver, and they're going to grab Joshua Downs at number 18, and that's a really, really good first round by Detroit, man. You just got a really, really solid wide receiver and Josh Downs to pair with all the other wide receivers and Amari St. Brown and all the other ones that you have out there. And now Josh Downs comes in and he can be flats because where you have so many wide receivers already, he can be the slot, he can be an outside, he can be whatever. And then up here at number 6, you already grabbed one of the best cornerbacks in coming out of the class and Devon Weatherspoon. So that's a really, really solid pickup for the Detroit Lions. And you know that at number 6, they are almost guaranteed to go cornerback. That's why I took it there, because they did trade Jeffrey Okudah to the I forget who he was traded to now. I'm going to go to Walmart and try the new Mountain Dew Freeze Pop for a video. By the way, he said he ate the spiciest hot sauce. Yeah, I know, Michael. That's why I was asking him what the hell the spiciest hot sauce was. All right, number 19. This is where we shake up the draft some more. Hooker. I've been saying it this entire time to you all from day one. Hooker is going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 19, and I'm still sticking with it on my draft. I got him going there. So, all right, number 20, the Seattle Seahawks are back on the board. They still need a guard, a center, and a defensive lineman. They'll take this man right here from Pittsburgh, who shouldn't even have fallen down this far, honestly. So that's for them. But there he is. All right, Dad. Dad's team, the Miami Dolphins. If you guys know my dad, he's a Miami Dolphins fan. He'll be joining us live for the draft on Thursday night. His favorite team is Miami. They had to forfeit their first round pick. I was going to give them Dalton, whatever the hell his name is here, the tight end from Utah. All right, number 21, the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to look over here and see if there's any other good wide receivers left. And I see one right here, Jalen Hyatt. He is rumored to not be going to the second round, but I don't know about that. They need a wide receiver, and I think Jalen Hyatt can be a first-round one. So I got them taking him there. Okay, so number 22, the Baltimore Ravens. They need a wide receiver, edge, and a cornerback. So they're going to take Lucas Van Ness here at 22. Again, they're getting to steal. Lucas Van Ness was ranked number 14th, and he's not getting picked until 22nd. But I feel like he could come in and be an immediate impact for the Baltimore Ravens there. At 22. All right, 23, the Minnesota Vikings. They need a wide receiver as well, a defensive lineman, linebacker, and a CB as well. All right, so you know what we're doing here? They are going to take Banks. They're going to take Banks, the wide receiver out of the cornerback out of Maryland. If you guys go watch tape on Banks, he's actually a really, really, really solid cornerback. All right, here we are. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They need a guard, a center, an edge, and a DB. You know what? We're gonna give them Daniel Wright, tackle out of Tennessee. If you guys didn't watch the playoffs, man, it wasn't terrible, but it was well noted that Jacksonville's offensive line has got to get better, man, because Trevor Lawrence was out there having a run for his life. All right. Anyways, up to 25 now. The New York Giants need a tight end, a center, linebacker, and a safety. Okay. Well, let's see. Do we got any edges here? And they do not need an edge. They need a wide receiver, a center, linebacker, and a safety. You know what? I'm gonna have New York taking Joey Porter Jr. here, man. That once again is another steal for me. He's a really, really good talent there, and they just stole it from their rivals from the Cowboys, who needed a cornerback as well, and now they don't have one to take. All right, so at 26 now, the Cowboys are on the board. They need a running back, a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a cornerback. So they're going to take this man right here, which is one of their top needs, and Brian Bruce, defensive lineman out of Clemson. And yeah, again, all of these people that we are picking at the back half of this draft right now, I feel like they can come in and make an instant impact, man. They are going to make huge impacts here. All right, 27 to the Buffalo Bills. And then I'm going to have the same person going to them that I had last time, and that's Nolan Smith, man. I hope that this does not happen. I've watched tape on Nolan Smith, and this man is a beast coming out of Georgia. This man can beat almost every coverage you have and everything. All right, finally, Dalton is going to be the first tight end taken off the board by the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals get the number one need that they needed and a massive, massive pickup. So, yeah, I mean, what else can I say? A really, really good pickup there by the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's just going to be one more weapon for Joe Burrow to have. So, all right, number 29, the New Orleans Saints. They need a guard, a safety, a defensive lineman, and a cornerback. I'm going to have them taking Anthony Harris here, out of the tackle out of Oklahoma. Again, the same shit that we were saying about what's their face about Jacksonville. New Orleans was the same way. The quarterback was having to run around constantly trying to find people that he could trying to get away from coverage and shit. All right, 31, the Philadelphia Eagles, and now you got Derek Carr there, and he's not really a scrambler, so you have to get an offensive tackle to help out Derek Carr there. All right, number 30, the Philadelphia Eagles is going to take Myles Murphy here at 30, edge rusher out of Clemson. This would be crazy if this happens, man. He is an absolute beast. And yeah, man. There's nothing more to say outside of this would be a massive pickup for Philadelphia. Philadelphia actually lost a lot of their wide receiver. I mean, a lot of their defensive core, and this would be a massive pickup for them. I feel like he would come in and start day one right away. All right. Anyways, on to 31 to wrap up round one. You know what? I got Jerry Rice's son, nephew, whatever the hell he is, Rashard Rice, going here, 31 to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a wide receiver out of SMU. Is he going to start right away? Probably not. I feel like he could possibly be on the special teams this upcoming year. But once he gets in there and shows his true talents, I feel like this man could have true potential, especially if he's anything like Jerry Rice was. All right, 32 to begin us off is the Pittsburgh Steelers, as they need a tackle, a linebacker, and a defensive end. All right, let's go see who did they take at number 17. They took Paris Johnson Jr., so they no longer need a tackle. They need a linebacker or a defensive back. All right. You know what? I know that's gonna hurt a lot, but I see it. I see it right away. All right. Pittsburgh is gonna take Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback out of Mississippi State. And how about that, man? That is a great pickup for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This man looks so good, man. I've watched tape on him constantly. He looks like he is going to be a beast. So, there's that being said. All right. The number 33, the Houston Texans, number 2 in the second round, as they are going to take Tanner McKee here, wide receiver out of Stanford. And I don't know. I mean, at this point, Tanner could be your starting quarterback, but is he going to be your starting quarterback? Probably not. So I don't know what exactly Houston's going to do for a quarterback there. But yeah, man. All right. So anyways, now we are on to number 34, the Arizona Cardinals. Who did we give them with their third pick overall? They got Jalen Carter, defensive lineman. All right, so they need a guard, a center. They no longer need a defensive lineman, and they need a cornerback as well. All right, as we will give them Jones, a tackle out of Georgia. And again, I mean, what else can be said outside of I've watched tape on this man, and he looks like a freaking beast, man. He really does. He is really, really, really good. He looks like he can hold his own in there, and that's definitely what you need with Kyler Murray. So this would be a great pickup for the Arizona Cardinals in the second round. All right, number 35 for the Indianapolis Colts. They need a quarterback, which they don't need anymore because obviously up here at 4, they took Will Levis. So they need a wide receiver, an offensive lineman, and a cornerback. You know what? I say they're not going to go any of those routes, and they're actually going to take Will McDonald, edge rusher out of Iowa State. I can't say too much about this man. Honestly, I have not watched tape on him. He was projected to be a ranked in the first round, so I'm assuming that he has to be good. But outside of that, I can't say very much more on that. Anyways, all right, on to 36, the Los Angeles Rams. They need a running back, and that's exactly what they're going to get. They're going to go grab Gibbs, running back out of Alabama, and that is going to help them out a lot. Gibbs, man, he is a beast to be reckoned with. He has looked so good. If you guys have not watched tape on Gibbs, please look this man up. He is by far the second best running back in the class outside of Robertson. And he, I think he's just going to do great for the Los Angeles Rams. I really do. All right, so the Rams get what they needed as their number one need, and that was a running back, and that's exactly what they got. All right, the Seattle Seahawks is still on the board here. They got a guard, a center, and defensive lineman. But you know what? Let me go check something on my phone real quick. I want to check something on my phone real quick. I'm trying. Okay, yeah, I don't see them doing that because they got Noah Fant. I was gonna give them Michael Mayer, there, but they do not need a tight end because they got Noah Fant. I completely forgot about that. All right, so they are, let's see, who did we have them taking first there at 4? I mean, at 5. They got Anthony Richardson. They got their backup quarterback, soon to be starting quarterback there. They need a guard. Do we got any good guards or offensive tackles or anything? I mean, this guy right here, Jones could go there. Yeah, that's what they need is offensive line help. You can never get enough of that, and you definitely need that if you're going to have a good wide receiver. I mean, a good quarterback play back there. Oh shit! Now that I'm thinking about it, we should have probably gave them this guy so that way, Anthony Richardson could have been behind one of his guards at Florida. But anyways, yeah, man, that would be another great pickup for them. All right, so here we go. So number 38, the Las Vegas Raiders. They need a quarterback, which they obviously don't need because up here at number 7, they got CJ Stroud to be their quarterback. So offensive lineman, defensive line, and defensive back. All right, you know what? They're going to take Smith. They need it. It says it right there that they needed that. And again, I can't speak too highly on him because I have not watched tape on him. I probably need to, but I have not. But yeah, man. You know what can I say outside of I have not watched tape on him, but he could probably be a good one. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, the Raiders could have been a team that we gave my Mayers to because I don't think that they have a tight end because they traded Darren Waller away. Hang on, let me go look. Yeah, no, they don't have a tight end. So we could have gave them Mayers there. I could definitely see them taking Mayers there in the second round. All right, so let's see here. So the Carolina Panthers are now up on the board. Let's see who the hell they have at tight end. I'm just trying to find at this point somewhere where Mayers could go here. And he's not going to go there again. They just signed Hayden Hurst in the offseason. I completely forgot about that. And he is not going to go there as they need an edge rusher, and they'll take this guy right here out of Kansas State. Edge rusher out of Kansas State here. And yeah, again, guys, when we're getting down this low, I don't really keep up with the people that are this far down. Now, you know, what I'm saying is like there is a few people down here that I could see right now, like Michael Mayers, who I've watched tape on before. He's really, really good. Cam Sims, he's actually my one of my favorite cornerbacks in the draft. But he's not scheduled to come until actually that pick right there in the second round. But yeah, there's a few people that I know when we get down this far, but once we get too far down, I don't know any of these people anymore. All right, so anyways, we are on in New Orleans. They need a guard in the center, which obviously they don't need because in the first round, we had them taking Harris, the tackle out of Oklahoma. So they don't need that anymore. They need a defensive line and a cornerback now. And whoop. As we go down, the number one need that they need there is hang on. You know what? While we're waiting, I'm gonna go see if New Orleans has even a good tight end. I mean, they have Taysom Hill, but are they going to value Taysom Hill higher if you have a guy like Michael Mayers here? I'm going to give Michael Mayers to the New Orleans Saints, and he finally comes off the board. I could definitely see him coming off the board at 38 there to the Las Vegas Raiders. But he goes out the board in my mock draft here at 40 to the New Orleans Saints, and I think he will become their starting tight end there. All right, 41 now is the Tennessee Titans, and they need a wide receiver and they need an offensive lineman. You know what? They need a guard, so there's your guard. Like I said, if a team needs a guard or a tackle or whatever the case may be, I'm going to give it to them 100%. They need that. And, you know, that because you can never get enough of those. All right, so let's go see who the Jets drafted here. They got an edge rusher, so they do still need a tackle, and they do need a linebacker as well. So I see one here. They're going to take this linebacker out of Washington State. And then I say it is finally time to get him off the board, which is going to really, really hurt me to be done with New England, because I was hoping he would fall to New England. But Cam Sims is going to go 43rd overall to the New York Jets. And that hurts a lot, because if you guys go watch tape on Cam Sims, man, this guy is really good. He's a ball hawker, but not only is he a ball hawker, he can also smack the shit out of people. And overall, he's just a really, really solid cornerback. And that's really scary to think that someone that good is going to be paired with Sauce Gardner. So yeah, man, that's a scary tandem. All right, as we got Atlanta on the board now. And Atlanta needs a quarterback. They still do need a quarterback. They need a wide receiver and an edge. And they did not get their edge back in the first, I don't think. Who the hell did we have them taking at A again? We had them taking Quentin Johnston, the wide receiver. So they need an edge now. And here's BJ, however the hell you say his name. And there you go. That's what they needed. And I feel like this man could come in and be an instant starter for them. I'm assuming he's good. Again, guys, like I've been saying, I don't know. I haven't watched tape on any of these people, so I'm not really for sure. All right, as we go to the Green Bay Packers, they need a quarterback, which they obviously don't need. They are going to be using Jordan Love if Aaron Rodgers does come over to New York Jets, which has not been official at all. And then a wide receiver, which they got actually back in the first round at number 15. They went and got Jordan Addison. And then they need a tight end, which I don't think there's any more tight ends left that's really worthy of taking care. Actually, there might be one here. You know what? They're going to do it. They're going to take Sam here. They're going to take Sam here for the tight end out of Iowa. And that's going to be two massive, massive pieces to go along for Jordan Love. You're like, here, look, Jordan Love, man. We didn't give this shit to Aaron Rodgers, but we're giving it to you. Here's your wide receiver. Here's you a tight end. Two of the biggest keys that you needed, and you got to go do something with it now. All right, number 46 for the New England Patriots. They need a cornerback, they need a tackle, and they need an edge. New England in the first round took Zay Flowers. There's not really any tackles out here that I see that's worthy enough to be taken in this position. You could maybe argue this guy, but there's a guy sitting right here that I see that's on the board right here that I like, that I would love for New England to get. And actually, now I'm having second thoughts about actually taking him here. Okay, let's see. What are we looking at for centers? Okay, I don't even see center on there. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a guard and get Matt Jones some help. So we'll take him right there. All right. So who did Washington take in the first round is what we want to know here. They took Brian Branch out of safety out of Alabama. They need a cornerback, a guard, a center, and a linebacker. You know what? This is where he's gonna go. Jack Campbell, a linebacker, and this is a beast linebacker. Again, if you guys have not went and watched tape on him yet, go watch it. Man, he is going to come in and be a day one starter for the Washington Commanders, and he is going to be a monster of a linebacker out there. He is from Iowa, and he's a big boy. He smacks the shit out of people. And yeah, all right. So, anyways, the Detroit Lions now, as they need a wide receiver, which we gave them back up here, I'm pretty sure. They took Devon Witherspoon there and Josh Downs there. Okay, so they got their cornerback, they got their wide receiver. They need a tight end and a defensive lineman, but you know what? They're going to actually take an edge rusher here and be appreciative about it. So they take an edge rusher. And again, I have nothing to say about this because I have no idea who the hell that guy is. So I'm assuming he's good, though. All right. Anyways, on to the Pittsburgh Steelers now. They need to tackle, linebacker, and a defensive back. And at 17, we took them taking Paris Johnson Jr. And then at the top of this round, they took Emmanuel Forbes. So there goes the BB off theirs. There goes the tackle. They need a linebacker now, but there is no linebackers worthy of taking here. So again, they're going to just take the best option off, and they're going to take the edge rusher out of the USC that they need. So, or that is left on the board. So here we go. All right, number 50 now, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the board, and they need a quarterback, which they took up in the first round. At 19, they took Hooker. They need a tight end. They need an offensive line, defensive line, and a safety. You know what? We're doing it. We're going the center out of Ohio State. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how bad their offensive line is, and nobody will know how bad their offensive line is until come this year, because Tom Brady is such a GOAT that Tom Brady could literally play with the worst of worst offensive line and still make them look good. So nobody honestly knows how good they're going to be until then. All right, tight end, and Brum, 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 brum. Okay, I have not watched tape on this guy yet. I have watched tape on Darnell Washington, and that man is really good, but I'm going to give Dad to Luke. I don't know who that is. Dad, if you're watching, let me know if you know who the hell this guy is. Let me know if you know who the hell this guy is. I have no idea who he is. I have not watched any tape on him yet. I do need to go watch tape on him, though, as we're speaking. All right. The Seattle Seahawks. Seattle, Washington. What the hell? Seattle Seahawks is on the board now, as they need a guard, a center, and a defensive lineman. Again, in the first round, they took, who the hell did they take in the first round? They took the DB up there, and then they took Anthony Richardson at 5, and then they took a tackle here. Okay, a bit weird. I have no idea what the hell just happened there. I honestly have no idea what the hell just happened there. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, like I was saying, so the Seattle Seahawks have multiple positions. They already got a tackle. They already got all of that stuff. You know what? It could never hurt to have another wide receiver. They're going to take the wide receiver Dale out of Houston here. All right, number 53 for the Chicago Bears. Number pick 53 for the Chicago Bears. The Bears need a cornerback, and they took a tackle in the first round, and they have not picked here in the second round just yet because so they're going to go the defensive. They're going to go the cornerback position out of Miami here. Stevenson, I think I watched a little bit of tape on him. He was good from what I've seen. So, yeah, anyways, on to the Los Angeles Chargers. They need a wide receiver, a linebacker, and a cornerback. Let's go see what the hell they got in the first round at 21 here. They took Jalen Hyatt at wide receiver, and they have not picked in the second round. So they're also going to go cornerback as well. That is a need that they need, and that is a big need that they need as well because they already have two really good two really good cornerbacks. But let's not forget that J.C. Jackson tore his Achilles or tore his ACL or something last year while trying to make a jump up and make a breakup that ended up in a touchdown. So this would be a really, really good pickup. If you decide to not start this guy, that would still be a really big pickup because in case JC Jackson does go down again. All right, the Detroit Lions are up now. They need a wide receiver, a tight end, and a DL. They do not need a wide receiver as they took Devon Witherspoon and then at the back half to Josh Dobbs. They have not got their tight end yet, and they do need a tight end because, they traded for whatever stupid-ass reason. They traded away TJ Hawkinson. So we are going to give them Darnell Washington. Do we think Darnell Washington is going to come in and be as good as TJ Hawkinson? Probably not. But honestly, I think he has the same amount of potential. I think he could come in and be a top tier tight end with the Detroit Lions. And this is just another great pickup for the Detroit Lions. And this is just another great pickup for Jared Goff, man. So there we go. All right, as we are up to 56 now, and we are almost to the end of our mock. Last one we're doing of the year. And number 56 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They need a guard, a center, an edge, and a defensive back. Who did they take in the first round here? They took a tackle out of Tennessee. And you know what? Like I was saying, you can never have enough tackles when you need them. And Joe Tippmann is a beast. I've watched tape on this man. He is a really, really, really good center for coming out of Wisconsin. So I feel like he could be a really, really good piece to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I feel like he could have potential to come in and be the starting actual center there. All right, on to number 57, where the New York Giants is picking. New York in the first round took Joey Porter Jr. And at this round, they need a wide receiver. I'm going to say take Michael Williams here out of Stanford, and we will see how that pays out for them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, as we move on to the Dallas Cowboys, and they need a running back. They need a running back, and they are approaching one here soon that is supposed to be taken here at number. He's ranked 60. He's a running back out of UCLA. I have no idea who the hell he is. I've not watched any tape on him, but I mean, you can't go wrong here. So you're not going to re-sign Ezekiel Elliott. What? I'm so confused about what the hell you just commented. All right. Anyways, yeah, so I feel like this could be a really, really good pickup. And I feel like this could be a really good pickup for the Dallas Cowboys, though, for real, like I was saying. Yeah, so you're not going to go get Ezekiel Elliott, but you did re-sign, Tony Pollard. So I feel like he could be a good tandem to go, to go along with Tony Pollard. Bro, you know what? Since you want to be so professional, get the fuck out of my chat. Bye-bye. See you later, bud. All right. Anyways, like I was saying, so yeah, I feel like if you're not gonna go get Ezekiel Elliott, you re-signed Tony Pollard, and this could be a really good pickup. I mean, does second round picks ever work out? Yeah, some of them do, but who knows? It's just like the whole draft. It's a 50-50 shot. So, All right. Anyways, the Buffalo Bills are on the board now. They need a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a cornerback. And right here sets a linebacker, and so they'll take him. I'm not even going to try to explain anything here about this guy. I have no idea who the hell he is or how good he is. I have not watched any tape on that man. So now the Cincinnati Bengals are up. They need a tight end, defensive lineman, and a defensive back. You know what? After watching Cincinnati last season, I don't know why the hell they don't have this on here, but the Cincinnati Bengals could definitely use some offensive line help here. So I'm taking a tackle, man. Joe Burrow was sitting back there scrambling for his life multiple times last year. So go get him some help. All right, 61 for the Chicago Bears. They also need a tackle, a center, a defensive lineman, and a cornerback. Let's go see who the hell did we take for the. Okay, so they took a tackle at 9, and they picked in the second round at all. Yes, they took a cornerback. Okay, so a tackle, a center, a defensive lineman, and a cornerback. So really, the only thing that they do need outside of everything else that they've already had, we've already gave them all the other pieces outside of a center and a defensive lineman. A defensive lineman is sitting right here, and they're going to take him, man. He's one of the really big things that you need. So there he is. All right, you got one of the big needs that you needed off the board. So here we go. Now we're at 62 and coming up on the end of this mock draft as the Philadelphia Eagles is up now. They needed a wide receiver, which, again, I don't understand why they need a wide receiver here. I mean, unless you're looking for a slot receiver, but I feel like that shouldn't be your number one need shown on here, because you already have A.J. Brown and you have Devontae Smith. So I don't understand why that's listed as number one. But anyways, they need a wide receiver, a guard, a center, defensive lineman, and a safety. So let's go up to the first round again. They took Robertson, running back out of Texas, which was really big for them because they did need that. And then at number 30, they took an edge. And I don't think they picked here in the second round yet. No, they haven't. Okay. So they got really two positions that they really didn't have listed here. And again, I mean, this one is listed, but again, I'm going offensive tackle here. again, you can never go wrong with too many tackles on any team, but especially a team that could not hold their own last season in the Philadelphia Eagles. And Jalen Hurts was having to scramble around a lot and everything. I mean, even in that Super Bowl game, he couldn't throw the ball half the time because he was being pressured so much. So there you go. You got a little bit of help. Again, is the second round the best place to take a tackle at? Probably not. But I think with all of this, the draft is all a 50-50 shot, and some of these players might even turn out better than the first round players. All right. Anyways, on to 63 with Kansas City. They needed a wide receiver, and they got one at the back half of the draft up here, and Rashard Rice. And now they're at the bottom, and they needed a defensive lineman. And you know what? I'm going to say they take Williams here. Cornerback out of oh shit, it doesn't show the second round. Really? Okay, well anyways, they took a cornerback out of Illinois, I think he was. Yeah, so guys, that is my mock draft. So once again, here at 1, if I was Charlotte, I would not be taking, I mean, if I was the Panthers, I would not be taking Bryce Young. Me, myself, and I like CJ Stroud better than Bryce Young. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Do you guys like Bryce Young better, or do you like CJ Stroud? I liked what I've seen from CJ Stroud in his pro day and in the combine as well. But from all the reports I've been seeing, Bryce Young is rumored to be going here at 1 to the Panthers. So that's why I said that there. And then the Texans came out reportedly. This is what I've seen on Twitter. Reportedly, they came out and said that if it's not Bryce Young, then they're not taking a quarterback at all. So I gave them Will Anderson Jr. Jalen Carter goes number 3rd overall to the Arizona Cardinals. Will Levis goes 4th to the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson's 5th to the Seattle Seahawks. Devin Weatherspoon sits to the Detroit Lions. And CJ Stroud goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. But yeah, anyways, guys, so I will be probably taking a picture of this after I end this live stream and posting it over on my Twitter. If you guys want to go follow my Twitter, my handle is at NFL Boy Brandon. If you guys want to go follow me on Twitter, I share everything from NFL to hockey to baseball to the XFL. And pretty much any and every sport that you can think of over there, I share. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. I did want to do one last final mock draft before the actual draft. But remember, guys, on draft day, me, my dad, and my Uncle Richard will all be live here on YouTube and on my Twitter as well, asking you guys for questions. What is your questions for the draft? Ask us anything, and we'll try to answer them to our best of our ability. We are also going to be ranking all the prospects and placing them in teams that we think that they're going to go to. And just in one more favor of this guy, get the fuck off my channel. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.